so you feel perfectly fine during the day. But as the light begins to disappear outside, a panicky feeling starts to take over. Golden hour pouring through the windows, and suddenly you feel this weird emptiness. Some kind of anxiety is building. Not like full-blown panic, but more like something's off. Like you missed something, or the day slipped away and you didn't use it right. Well, turns out it seems this is actually a thing, and some people call this sunset anxiety. Whole entire communities, articles, even doctors have talked about it. Basically, when the day ends, some part of your brain kind of freaks out. Here's what goes on. You've got these two hormones, cortisol, which keeps you alert, and melatonin, which makes you sleepy. Cortisol drops off as the day goes by, and melatonin rises after sunset and when the dark starts to set in. This is what kind of tells your body to wind down, and that's normal. But if you've been stressed all day with meetings, tasks, and phone calls, you can't seem to relax when the light fades. You see, your body wants to slow down, yet your mind might still be buzzing. So instead of feeling calm, you feel off balance, jittery, empty. Your body is saying, slow down, but your brain is still in go mode. To your brain, sunset is literally a signal. Get ready for sleep. But here's the thing, life rarely pauses. And during the day, you've made thousands of decisions. And a phenomenon experts call decision fatigue can take place. By sunset, your mental tank is empty. So even choosing what to eat feels overwhelming sometimes. It's no wonder your brain erupts in anxiety when its natural quiet time collides with unfinished business and stress. Then there's the potential guilt. You know, the "I didn't get enough done" voice. That ramps up when the day ends. What about tomorrow? A hollow panic sets in. It feels like the day's energy was being yanked away. If you've ever felt this odd, sinking anxiety the moment daylight fades, you might not be alone. After the sun sets, for many of us, not doing more can trigger feelings of shame or guilt. You see, we've been conditioned to use our free time wisely. The thought of, "I didn't do enough today," can loop on repeat. This is productivity guilt, expecting to squeeze every drop from the day. And if you hold yourself to impossibly high standards, dusk can almost feel like defeat. Failing to maximize an evening can even dent your self-worth. Add in anticipatory anxiety, worrying about tomorrow's to-do list, and your mind goes on a guilt journey when you should be resting. We're so used to being productive all day that when the sun sets, it feels like a failure, like you didn't squeeze enough out of the hours. Add in a little doom scrolling, maybe a few texts you didn't answer, and it's a perfect storm. You see, all day you're busy shoving thoughts and worries into a closet. You barely notice them, but as soon as you stop, those feelings can come spilling out. It's like suddenly emptying a backpack at the end of a hike. And the silence? That doesn't seem to help either. Your brain's just trying to figure out what to do with all the quiet. You know, all the stuff you push down during the day? That suddenly has space to come up. Every little worry shows up like, "Hey, remember me?" It's wild. Every unvoiced fear, social anxieties, financial stress, regrets come out at the quiet time. It's like we push all these thoughts aside during the day, except they never really went away. We just didn't process them. And when the silence comes, they all seem to come out. When you finally press pause, all those emotions are free to surface. All day you've been working. Now the lights go down and the anxiety loves that silence. There's also a deeper layer. When the sun sets, we are reminded a day is gone. All the things left undone suddenly feel heavy. It's not just anxiety, it's a weird fear of endings, of change, of life moving forward, whether we're ready or not. Crazy, right? Another thing that might help explain those weird evenings is our modern life. Think about it. Evening is a prime time for our phones, TVs, social media. Instead of peace, our brains get more on-call. Every ding, ping, or swipe is a mini dopamine shot. Each buzz activates your reward center, and we live at 100 miles an hour. By evening, emotional reserves are probably low. chronic stress from work and life in general can also take its toll, and the sunset can feel extra dark when you've been on all day and not had a chance to slow down. The fading light is a daily reminder that nothing lasts forever. Your day is ending. Your plans wrap up. Even life moves on hour by hour. Deep fears can bubble up. What if I'm missing out? What if I fail? What if this? What if that? A fear of endings, of being alone, or of running out of time can quietly fuel that sunset panic. You might even be thinking, as the sun sets, I feel a little older and little progress towards my goals. In the lonely hush of evening, your mind has nowhere to hide. You might question your purpose. This can show up as a vague, empty sadness, or just a strong urge to do anything to avoid sitting with your own thoughts. Now, knowing the culprits is half the battle. The good news? You can fight back. Twilight doesn't have to mean dread. You can do something about it. Here are a few things that might be worth thinking about. It might help to build a sunset routine. Treat 6 p.m. like the start of your personal evening ritual. Some experts suggest planning something you enjoy. Go for a quick walk, light a candle, play some music, something that marks the day is over, and that's okay. Anything that shifts your focus. Think of it as training your brain. 6 p.m., time for me. Another thing is to consciously slow down. Pause for 5 deep breaths. Journal for 5 minutes, or just lie on the grass and watch the clouds. Even 30 seconds of presence can prevent stress from piling up. Another is to set boundaries with technology. If you can afford it, turn off notifications after a certain hour. Does your phone really need to be on call 24/7? Then it might be worth actually closing your day. Literally or figuratively close the day. Change clothes, wash your face, anything that signals to your brain the work is done. And the final thing is to connect. If loneliness is a part of it, reach out to someone. Even a short chat or a hug can ground you. Remember, so many feel this way, and talking about it can lighten the load. So when that familiar dread starts to creep in, take a deep breath. Remember, sunsets are endings, but endings make way for beginnings. Every dusk survived means you lasted one more day. You've gotten through countless evenings already, and this one is not going to beat you. Treat sunset as a signal to care for yourself, not a sentence to suffer. The sky will darken again tomorrow, but so will your courage grow stronger. You deserve to watch the sunset with calm, knowing the night ahead is yours to shape. And if none of this fully quells the storm, consider reaching out to a therapist.